Are the reverse retros cursed because the Oilers have yet to win a game in these jerseys? Columbus Blue Jackets 3, Edmonton Oilers 2. Welcome back to the day after reaction. The Oilers lost to the worst team in the NHL. How do we lose to the worst team in the league? Well, pretty simple, as the title on OilersNation.com says. The GDB wrap-up 49.0. Lethargic Oilers cough up extra point in 3-2 loss to the Blue Jackets. Pretty easy way to sum it up. It was a lethargic, effort from the Oilers. It didn't look like they brought a lot of effort. I mean, that was kind of the reaction across Oilers social media. People were just not happy with the result. A few players did show up to play, like Jesse Puljujarvi, who had a good game, Derek Ryan, who scored a nice little goal. But other than that, it was kind of like, who really showed up to play? Leon Draisaitl did get robbed by Korpisalo, and Korpisalo did kind of steal that game for the Columbus Blue Jackets, so I'll give them some credit, And, what I was doing a little digging, and it's true. Bad teams do beat good teams from time to time. The Oilers, sure, it seems like a recurring theme when they lose to bad teams, but they're only 8-3 now against bottom teams in the NHL this season. So, and if we go back all the way to the 80s, when the Oilers won the Stanley Cup in 1984, they actually lost 11-0 to the Hartford Whalers. So, bad teams do beat good teams. These losses do happen from time to time. We just can't let them snowball, as simple as that. I know some people were saying, here comes the losing streak. You didn't go 7 in a row. And look, I don't know. It's just Oilers had a bit of a break, and they just weren't ready to go. We can't have that happening. Especially against a team like the Columbus Blue Jackets, who are bottom of the league, like we said, right? So, it's unfortunate, waking up, 9 in the morning. I'm recording this 9 in the morning. And I'm like, let's relax. Let's not panic. It's one loss. Now, maybe it is the reverse retros. Okay, we wear them one more time against Chicago this Saturday, so we'll see how that goes. But I'm not panicking. I thought Tyson Barrie could have been better on the second goal. Some people were giving a lot of, blame to Stuart Skinner. I saw someone saying, how was he an all-star? Well, Stuart Skinner, sure, he could have done better on a few of those goals, but I'm not going to pin the loss on him. Like, he made some really nice saves. I thought he played okay. Like, I'm not going to pin this loss on one player. It was a team loss at the end of the day. Sure, we still got a point out of it, but you don't want loser points, We still lost to the Blue Jackets, and that's going to be the main thing. The Oilers lost to the Blue Jackets, worst team in the NHL. So, it could have been 7 in a row. It could have been, but unfortunately, the effort just didn't seem like it was there. It's weird. And I know people are saying, like I mentioned earlier, we lose to bad teams all the time. Well, we're only 8-3 against the bottom teams. We lost 3 times to the bottom teams, okay? So, we do have Chicago coming up on Saturday. We need to recoup. I don't know if this is kind of that. From time to time, the Oilers tend to do poorly around the All-Star break or after. And I don't know if that's a thing to be concerned about. If we, look around OilersNation.com the day after 49.0, Oilers sloppy as the streak and busting 3-2 OT loss to the Blue Jackets, and it hurts. Yeah, it was just a sloppy loss. Simple as that. The Oilers were sloppy. 2 players really showed up, maybe 3, but it was just a weird loss. Some things to note from Zach Lang on OilersNation.com. Heading into the third period with the lead, he was confident in his seat that the Oilers were going to find a way to close this thing out. The slow start was behind them, and they could now focus on shutting the door, as they had against the Golden Knights, Kraken, and Lightning. But the Oilers' struggles with the puck continued. A window was open for Kirill Marchenko to tie the game 2-2 near the midway point of this period. Yeah, it's just... one thing worth mentioning, the Oilers won the special teams battle, going one-on-one the power play while allowing nothing on either of Columbus' 2 chances to man advantage, while the Oilers got 1 chance. Okay, anyways, I just want to note one thing. Nugent and Hopkins' pass on the power play, crisp, for the Zach Hyman goal. So, this loss is weird, losing to the Blue Jackets, but it happens. These losses happen. Good teams, bad teams. I remember the Oilers during the Decade of Darkness. We would somehow find a way to score 8 goals against the Chicago Blackhawks, and then they would go on to win the Stanley Cup. Or they just won the Stanley Cup. So these losses happen, right? Right? We just can't let them snowball. So thank you for tuning into the day after reaction of myself, Waz. Head to OilersNation.com. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you after the Chicago game. And hopefully we can win a game in the reverse retros, please. I really like these jerseys. I like this hat. Please win.